Have you ever wondered why some people change their lives, while others stay stuck forever? What if I told you the difference is one simple decision to start? This is the story of a man who had almost nothing, but changed everything. In a crowded city, there lived a young man named James. Every morning, he took a crowded bus and worked long hours in a small factory. The work was hard. The pay was low. At the end of every month, after rent and food, he had almost nothing left. No savings, no freedom, no future he could see. His friends would often laugh and say, "James, you work so hard, but your life never changes." He would smile, but inside, it hurt. At night, lying in his small room, he would stare at the ceiling and ask himself, "Is this all my life will ever be?" Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into years. Nothing changed until one evening, something small happened. On his way home, James noticed an old man sitting by the roadside. The man had a tiny juice cart. It looked old, simple, nothing special. But something was strange. There was always a line of customers. People waited patiently, just to buy a cup of juice. Curious, James stopped and bought one. He took a sip and paused. It was fresh, natural, different. He asked the old man how long he had been doing this. The old man smiled gently and said, "Almost 15 years. This little cart feeds my whole family." That night, James could not sleep. One question kept repeating. If he can do it, why can't I? But then, fear came. The fear was loud. I don't have money. I don't know business. What if I fail? But a quiet voice said, "At least try." The next morning, James made a decision. He would stop waiting. He would start, no matter how small. He checked his savings. $200. That was all he had. Not enough for a big business, but maybe enough for a small beginning. After work, he wasn't just walking. He was observing. He noticed every morning, people rushed to work with no time for breakfast. There was a problem. And where there is a problem, there is always an opportunity. That night, he remembered his mother's recipe. Energy bars made with oats, honey, and fruit. Healthy, simple, affordable. With his $200, he bought basic ingredients and started in his small room. Early the next morning, he carried them in a small bag. He walked into offices and shops asking, "Would you like to try this?" Most people ignored him. Rejection after rejection. It was painful, but he didn't stop. He understood success is built in small steps. Until one moment, a small coffee shop owner tried his bar. She paused, looked at James, and said, "This is actually good." That moment changed everything. 3 days later, all 20 were sold. Then another shop came, then another. Slowly, things started moving. But success was not easy. Ingredients ran out. One day, an entire batch was ruined. He lost money. He felt tired. Sometimes he wanted to quit, but he didn't. Every mistake became a lesson. 6 months later, his business income matched his factory salary. Now he had a choice: stay safe or take a risk. He remembered where he started, and he chose courage. He quit his job. He rented a small space. He hired 2 helpers. 1 year later, his energy bars were sold in over 100 locations. He was no longer afraid. He finally understood. The moment you stop waiting, your life starts changing. 3 years later, James owned a successful business and employed 15 people. He proved to himself that change is possible. He began helping others, teaching young people how to start. The moment you stop chasing excuses, you start finding your path. So let me ask you, what are you waiting for? The perfect time doesn't exist. The only real moment is now. Start small. Start scared. If this story touched your heart, like this video and leave a comment. What is one thing you want to start today? Subscribe for more.